This video is going to review being and linking verbs, along with predicate nouns and predicate adjectives. First of all, it's important that you recognize the common being and linking verbs. Make a note of this chart and make sure that you begin to learn these words. Am, is, are, was, were, seem, be, being, been, become, look, appear, feel, taste, and smell. It's going to do you a world of good and going to make your life significantly easier if you do start to memorize that list. So what do they do? A being verb shows a state of being. So for instance, the dog is in his doghouse. Is a being verb, and it shows where this dog is at. It's his location. It's where he is. Linking verb is just another being verb, but it links the subject with a predicate noun or a predicate adjective. A predicate noun renames or identifies the subject, and a predicate adjective describes the subject. Let's break it down into steps. So step 1, you're going to find the being or linking verb. So, looking at the following sentence, find the being or linking verb. If you said is, you were correct. Step 2 is find the subject. As a reminder, subject is who or what the sentence is about. In this case, the subject of the sentence is Ginger. That is who the sentence is about. Step 3. Look after the being linking verb. So your predicate noun or predicate adjective is always going to be after the verb. Is there a word that describes the subject? Then it's a predicate adjective. Is there a word that renames the subject? That's a predicate noun. So let's look. After the verb is, we have the phrase President of the Student Council. Do any of those words describe or rename the subject? Yes, President does. It renames the subject Ginger. Ginger equals the president. They're the same thing. And since president is a noun, that is going to be a predicate noun. You can kind of think of your linking verb as a big equals sign. Your subject should be on one side of the equals. Your predicate noun or predicate adjective should be on the other side of the equals. If that does not make sense, if one does not equal the other, then you don't have a predicate adjective or a predicate noun. So let's take a look at some practice questions. Colphuses was a dinosaur. Step 1. Find your linking verb. Good. Your linking verb should be was. Step 2. Find your subject. Who or what is the sentence about? Yes, it's about Colphuses. Step 3. Look after the verb. See if there is a word, noun, or adjective that renames or describes the subject. So what does Colphuses equal? Did you say dinosaur? If so, you're correct. And dinosaur is a noun, so it's going to be a predicate noun. Let's try another one. Its bones were hollow. Step 1. Find the verb. And that should be were. Step 2. Find the subject. Who or what is the sentence about? Subject is about bones. Step 3. Look after the linking verb to find a word that either renames or describes the subject. So again, in your head, think bones equals what? Bones equals hollow. So hollow is the word you're looking for. That is an adjective. It's a describing word. So it's going to be a predicate adjective. Last practice. The girls were on the soccer team. Step 1, find your verb. and it should be were. Step 2, find your subject. Who or what is the sentence about? Girls. Step 3, look after the verb to see if there is something that describes or renames the subject. Remember, think in your head, girls equals. Okay, you may notice we don't have any word that fits that. Girls doesn't equal on, girls doesn't equal the, girls doesn't equal soccer because girls and soccer are not the same thing. And girls doesn't equal team because they're not the same thing. So this sentence does not have any predicate nouns or predicate adjectives. Really important as you work through each of your questions that you follow each of those 3 key steps. Step 1, find the verb. Step 2, find the subject. Step 3, look after the verb to see something that describes or renames the subject. And again, remember that equals sign in your head.